This is Mark Chenard with the National Weather Service in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It's around 6:30 a.m. on Sunday, February 10th, and this is a briefing for the blizzard that is currently beginning to impact portions of the northern plains. Here's an overview of the current warnings and advisories that are in effect across the region. Everywhere in red, those are blizzard warnings, and where the worst conditions are expected today into tonight. Everywhere in blue, those are winter weather advisories, where we're still expecting winter weather conditions, but it might not be quite as bad as where you see the red shading. And everywhere down here, these are wind advisories in eastern Nebraska and western Iowa. Not really expecting as much in the way of winter conditions down there, but it will get very windy as we head into tonight. So, the storm is already beginning out there. We're seeing areas of heavy snow from central South Dakota all the way into the northeastern portion of the state. You head a little bit further east, you can see there's some lighter precip with a little bit of rain and sleet mixing as too. We do expect though that this will fill in this morning and then eventually move off to the east. So here's an overview of what we're expecting as far as storm evolution from today into the day on Monday. Currently we got the low pressure over central Nebraska, and that's given that snow that's out there this morning, and we think that will continue to expand through the morning, and everywhere in yellow, that should be mainly snow through the day. The winds will increase from west to east, so during the morning it won't be too windy, but the snow will be falling heavy in spots. Down here in blue, that's where it'll be more of a rain, snow, maybe sleet mix through the day, and a little bit further to the southeast, that's where we're thinking it will be mainly rain. At least into the evening hours. As we go into tonight, the low pressure will shift off into southwest Minnesota. That will allow colder air to come in from the northwest, and that will mean the winds will also pick up. So by then, everywhere should be over to snow. The worst conditions are still expected here in the yellow, because that's where the most snow will be on the ground, and that's where the most blowing snow is expected. So visibilities are expected to be pretty low in that yellow area and whiteout conditions at times through tonight. That's why travel will be very dangerous even right into tonight. While the heaviest snow may fall during the day today, the strongest winds will really pick up as we get into this evening and tonight. So all that snow that fell during the day will begin to blow around tonight, making travel just as hazardous as it is during the day today. As we get into Monday, the falling snow begins to lighten up. We'll probably just be seeing some scattered snow showers wherever you see the shading there, with elsewhere you'll start to see mainly just mostly cloudy skies. But the winds will stay up. While they'll gust to around 50 miles an hour tonight, they'll still be gusting to near 40 Monday morning, and that will cause that snow to continue to blow around, especially in that shaded area. It's not till later in the day Monday that the winds really begin to lighten up, and we should see improving conditions. So how much snow are we expecting? Well, here are our current thoughts. 8 to 12 inches in that red area. In fact, we could see amounts even up to 14 inches in spots in that red shading. That's where it's snowing heavy this morning, and we expect it to continue through the day and even into the evening before tapering off. Here in the yellow, that's where we're looking at probably 5 to 8 inches or so. That's the area that's going to be right on the edge of the heaviest precip. Right now, the heaviest is just off to the northwest, and that area also will see a little bit more rain mix in, especially initially. As you get down into the blue, that's where we're thinking 2 to 5 inches. There'll be some more rain mixed in there before we go over to snow later tonight, or later this afternoon and this evening. And down further southeast, it should be less than 2 inches, as it should be rain for a longer period down there. So just briefly summarizing this again, the snow will continue, and where it's not snowing, you should start to see it at least by this afternoon and this evening, as portions of northwest Iowa that are rain or lighter rain now will eventually go over to at least some lightest snow. This area is where the heaviest is expected from this morning straight into this evening hours. That's where those heavy amounts of up to a foot are anticipated, and there'll be blizzard conditions though over a large portion of our area, as it's really only going to take about 3 or 4 inches of snow. If we can get that on the ground during the day, then as the winds pick up tonight, the visibilities are going to go down, and there still will be some light snow falling as well through the overnight. So travel is going to be very dangerous today, straight into Monday morning, with that falling snow and then the blowing of the snow that fell earlier today. So for additional information, you can stay tuned to your local media. You can visit our website listed there. You can check road conditions by calling 511 or visit safetravelusa.com. But as mentioned, travel is really not recommended across the blizzard warning today into tonight, as conditions are just going to be going downhill through the day into tonight, and they will slowly improve on the day Monday.